Alright, we just found this sterling silver ring right here. As you can see, it's got some gray on it. It's tarnished. It's not really, see a little bit of silver right there, but it's still got that good gray, so I don't think it's been there real long. I did test. The diamonds are real. I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do to get this cleaned up. I'm going to put it in electrolysis just for a couple minutes, and probably about 10 minutes at the most. And then we're going to run it through the tumbler and run it through a cloth, and I'm going to show you the outcome. Just want to show you before right there. All right, let's get started. All right, we're going to do a little electrolysis on this ring right here. First thing you need is a little transformer, DC transformer. This particular one here is 12 volt. Now, I like the 12 volt. You can use a 9 volt. You can use a 5 volt. You can use any of them, basically. It's a 700 milliamp, which is plenty strong to do this. I got one out in the garage I use for my candy dolls. It goes about 2 amp. 1 amp's good. Any of these will work what you're doing. You do have to make sure you know which one is positive and which one is negative. If you know how to do it with a multimeter, you could do that. Most of the time, though, the positive is marked with a white stripe or white placement on it. And I checked this one, and it is. That's the positive. Your positive lead will go to your sacrificial metal. I just got this piece of scrap metal here I'm going to be using. You want to keep this out of the water. You don't want this to go in the water because it's destroying this right here, so you don't want that in the water. And you want to put just a little bit of baking soda in it. In this case here, I don't really need much because it's such a small area here, so I just put a little sprinkle in there of that. That should be more than enough of there. What that's for is to help electricity conduct better. Even regular water, it will probably transfer through, but this kind of increases the electrical travel right there. This is the negative, which will go on the ring. I'm going to try to attach it up here where it's not quite as bad. You see there's real diamonds right there. Touch it. And what we're going to do is get that below the surface. Now, the negative can go below. It's not going to destroy that because it's cleaning it. But it will just eat this up right here if that got in the water right there. Alright, let's plug this in now, and we should get some action here. Let's get it plugged in. Okay, and we are on. This is just a little extension, and you can buy these. Oh, look at that right there. Let me get my camera off so you can see this. That thing is going crazy already. Look at this. Just cut it on. You see that working on it right there. And you can move this around, depending on how close it is to which one it's going to hit. I'm going to raise up once you see this. Look at that ring just bubbling up, cleaning that thing, and this is bubbling here too. It will shock you a little if you get your finger in there. Not bad. 12 volts not going to kill you here, but you can get a little zzz from it. So make sure it's off when you mess with it. You can see that thing is working on that ring. But anyway, this little cord here, it's just like a little extension cord, alligator clips on both ends. I got a link to these down in my video description. I'll have a link to all this electrolysis stuff. Including some tumbling stuff too. We're going to show in just a minute how to clean it. Look at that. That thing is working. The whole piece of sacrificial metal is bubbling. This ring is bubbling. You'll see little pieces falling off of sometimes. I mean, as soon as you get in the water, it's taking off. Look at that. That's crazy right there, isn't it? Man, loving it. All right, let's go ahead and let this thing go for about 10 minutes. And we'll pull it out and check it out. Alright, the water got really dirty. I changed it just for video purposes to make it clean so I can watch it again. Alright, here we go. Let's just see if this thing, when you wipe it on paper towel, you should be able to see a little bit coming off maybe. Yeah, a little bit, not too. Sometimes you can really see it streak. There you go. You can see it starting to streak in there where that corrosion is starting to slowly come off. Right here, look at that. You see that corrosion starting to melt away. And let me do a little bit right here. Look at that. And you actually can see it on the end of that ring actually coming off right there. But what we're going to do now, we're going to put it in a tumbler and clean it. And let me show you that. Alright, this is my tumbler right here. And what we have inside here is stainless steel pins. These things really do a great job cleaning this sterling silver. I got these pins on a link down in my video description if you're interested in getting any. Let's go ahead and take this. We're going to put the ring inside here. We're going to take just some dishwashing. We're going to put a couple drops of that in here. That's it. And now what we'll do is we're going to put it on a tumbler and turn it. Let's do it. Alright, she's turning right now. Let's give it about 15 minutes and we'll check it out. That might be all it takes. It's pretty small. It's not really that bad. Alright, here we go. Alright, she's been in about 20-some minutes. Let's see how we look here. See if we can find this thing in here. Now, first, there's a little ring inside this big swirl in here, so let me see if I can't find it here. It hides in here sometimes. There it is right there. Let's pull it out. Oh yeah, look at it. You start to see the cleanliness on that thing already. We probably can buff this out now with my buffer and look at those diamonds. There's real diamonds in there. And the cloth. We're going to go ahead and try that right now. We could probably leave it here a few more minutes, but it's looking pretty good. Let's cloth it and buff it. Here we go. Alright, before we break the buffer out, we're going to take this jewelry cleaning cloth here and just run it across it like this and see how she looks first. This might be enough to clean it right here, actually. Let's check it out. Look at that. Isn't that coming beautiful? Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to buff this with this a little bit. We might break the little buffing wheel out too, but let's see how this does first. That's looking good right there. I like it. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, this is a little buffing wheel. And this is actually a little rouge, jeweler's rouge. You can put a little bit on it right here. And we're going to go ahead. It's pretty clean, but we're going to go ahead and hit it with this buffer a little bit. You can see how it turns. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it needed a little bit extra. Put it right here on the top. Watch this. I'm just using one of those slides so you can see it. Look at that. Look at that. Gonna get a mirror finish on. You can see it right there where I just did it versus the other. Definitely. Oh my goodness. Watch this. Hope y'all can see that. Oh, it's going like a mirror. I can see my own reflection right in the ring right there. Alright, I'm going to buff this whole thing out, and I'll show it to you when I'm done. And we are done! Check that out right there. That's beautiful. Sometimes, depending on how thick the corrosion is, you can just buff it out, and it's fine after you do the tumbler. But sometimes, you got to actually use a buffer and do it. And this one, I use the buffer. You can completely clean it. It's like a mirror. The diamonds are real in it right there. I'm loving that right there. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Electrolysis is very simple. You can, all y'all probably got a old charger laying around the house that you use for an old phone or computer or something. You just got to make sure you know where the positive and the negative is. It's got to be a DC. I'd go anywhere from 3 to 12 volt. It works. Alright, appreciate everybody coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll see you tomorrow on another adventure. Stay tuned.